And here we go. Here's the 32-man bracket for March Badness. We're going to start off here in the East, where we got a bunch of wrestlers making their ANOW debut. We have Mascata in Country, who we have not seen before. Tully Anderson, a member of the stable, taking on another newcomer, Cameron Thomas. So in the Sweet 16 here, we're certainly going to have two wrestlers making their all-new online wrestling debut, advancing on in the tournament. In the brackets below them, we have the Rocco and Demento. And then below that, we've got all-new online wrestling owner Tom Channel, back from a severe injury or severe injuries, I should say, suffered at the hands of Hostile Takeover. But he demanded to be in the tournament field, and he'll be taking on Whack Oz. Below the Eastern bracket, we have the West. And we're going to start off with Ryan Pippin, and he'll take on Bam Bam Biggles, making his ANOW debut. We move down to the first member of ANW. He is the Massacre, taking on Slam Dunk. In Slam Dunk, we saw him in another tournament, the World Championship Tournament, and he did make quite an impressive run. Below them, we have Perry Flair, the newest member of the stable, and he'll be taking on the second all-new wrestling member to be in the tournament, in Iron Mike. And the West is finished off with Thunder Tiger taking on Dream Hornet. Over here in the North, we have Ultra Bull taking on Core Crow. We then move down to Cuckoo Sun taking on newcomer Wayne Barrage. Below them, we have Whack Axe taking on one of only two ranked wrestlers in the tournament, the Zombie, who is currently ranked number 9 in the world. And then we have two newcomers in Tony Pitt taking on the third member of the stable, Arthur Anderson. Moving down to the final bracket, the South, we have King Bombard making his debut against Hard Gainer. Another wrestler making their debut, Hooker Hudson, has the task of taking on Stone Cold Killer. Les Mis making his debut has quite a difficult task ahead of him as he faces Alien 4110, currently ranked number 8 in all-new online wrestling. And then our final newcomer, Rory Awesome, will be taking on Redneck Rosby. So it's quite a field, littered with a lot of wrestlers making their debut, and quite a few that we've seen, like Tully and Arthur Anderson, or Whack Oz, who have not wrestled. We've seen them in one capacity or another, but they have not wrestled yet. So a lot of opportunity to make a name for themselves. The champion here has the potential to be 5-0, and whether it's a newcomer who's going to start their ANOW career 5-0, or one of the veterans who's going to add 5 wins to their record, certainly the winner and the runner-up of this tournament, probably every member in the Final Four, is going to work their way into the top 10 of ANOW. So a lot of potential here to really boost careers. And looking ahead here, before we sign off, some interesting things that could occur. Here in the Final Four between the East and the West, if Whack Axe were to win the Northern bracket and his brother Whack Oz to win the Eastern bracket, they would meet in the Final Four. Same thing with Tully Anderson. If he wins the East and Arthur Anderson wins the North, they're going to meet up in the Final Four. So not quite sure what brother versus brother would do, if we'd actually have that matchup, or if they would not want to wrestle. Also going to be interesting to see how Tom Channel bounces back from his injuries. We've got a lot of newcomers up here in these two brackets. Obviously, the Zombie being the highest ranked, or really the only ranked wrestler of either of these brackets. You would pick him as the favorite to make it to the championship between the North and the East. The same with Alien 4110 down here between the South and the West. Would not be surprised to see a championship matchup between the Zombie and Alien 4110. But here we have, in the Elite 8, we have the potential of seeing Iron Mike against the Massacre. And again, not sure if they would actually wrestle each other. So a lot of possibilities, a lot of interesting things that could happen. And I really can't wait to get started here. So enough with me rambling. Let's call the unveiling of the brackets done. And let's hopefully get some wrestling action posted for you fans here within the next few days I've got a lot of commentating ahead of me, but I'm certainly looking forward to it. So this is Howard Hayes signing off. Looking forward to seeing you at March Badness.